I am Precious Mzea Sakaleji. Good afternoon and welcome to Camnet TV Midday News. The headlines. BOWMAN LUSAMBO defends his wife from corruption allegations. Noise pollution annoys KABWATA residents. Join me with the details after this commercial.
Team, the trajectory of the business looks very positive, and it looks like we'll be able to launch the
She has so much data.
Mom,
Yes, baby.
it says here global warming and climate change is caused by the pollution from careless activities of human beings.
Wow.
Son, do you know I can turn my phone into a TV remote?
How's that possible?
It's so easy. Check this out.
Be smart, be fast with mega data from Zamtel. Get your 15 GB mobile data for only 100 kwacha, 30 GB mobile data for only 200 kwacha, and your 70 GB LTE data bundle with free Netflix, YouTube, Facebook, and WhatsApp. Visit our Facebook page, website, or service centers countrywide for more information. Zamtel, your digital lifestyle partner.
And now the media news in detail. Zambia's power utility company ZESCO has revealed that it is currently operating on a backlog of over 60,000 in debt due to the subsidies it has been providing on electricity connections and meter separations. In an interview, ZESCO Senior Corporate Affairs Manager Dr. John Kunda explains that this has necessitated the new electricity connection fees to be placed at 6,995 from 1,700 and meter separation fees from 750 to 600 kwacha. He explains that this is not an increment but a reflection of the true market prices, adding that this will not be changed as the current way of operation is not sustained.
Zambia has in the past few months seen an increment in essential commodities such as fuel following the removal of fuel subsidies, which citizens say has had a negative impact on them amidst the high cost of living. While citizens are still anticipating the promised review of electricity tariffs in March 2022 to make them more cost-reflective, Zambia's power utility company ZESCO has made a new announcement which has not sat well with most Zambian citizens. In a statement that has been circulating on social media, the power utility company has made new changes on electricity connection fees from 1,700 kwacha to 6,995 kwacha. Meter separation fees have also been changed from 750 kwacha to 6,000 kwacha. In an interview with Camnet News, ZESCO Senior Corporate Affairs Manager Dr. John Kunda has described the statement as leaked, but says it is true.
The use of cost-reflective, connection fees will continue, meaning that when we come to your property and assess your needs, so the technical specifications that will be assessed and priced, that is the amount that is going to reflect on the quotation, and that is what the client is going to pay. We are no longer going to deflate the figure, because previously we would conduct a technical assessment, bring the figures into our system and deflate the figure to something lower.
Dr. Kunda says the move has been necessitated by the backlog of debt that the power utility company has from previous subsidies.
You know, that ZESCO has to charge a lower amount and then go and borrow on behalf of the customers. I don't think that is tenable, neither is it sustainable. So we've made a decision because, as you can see now, there is a backlog of about 66,000. And the reason is none. You cannot be subsidizing a service and then go and borrow from the capital market. So the inflow of materials as a result has been constrained. If you're investing in a house worth 200,000 kwacha and we are asking you to pay 7,000 kwacha for a connection, what percentage is that to the cost of value of your property? So we need to value this property, electricity as a service.
The ZESCO Senior Corporate Affairs Manager has further called for the responsible use of electricity, stating that doing so will result in the commodity being more affordable in the long run. Zipporah Mshala, Camnet News, Lusaka.
In other news, former Lusaka Province Minister BOWMAN LUSAMBO has denied allegations against his wife Nancy LUSAMBO by the Anti-Corruption Commission that she is in possession of properties reasonably suspected to be proceeds of crime worth $378,000 United States dollars. In an interview with Camnet News, Mr. LUSAMBO has challenged SEC to prove the allegation by providing title deeds to the said properties containing the name of his wife. Mr. LUSAMBO has, however, agreed owning properties in Silverest Gardens, stating that he has been a member of parliament for 5 years and cannot fail to own properties.
With exactly 32 days after the Anti-Corruption Commission arrested and charged former Lusaka Province Minister BOWMAN LUSAMBO with 4 counts of being in possession of properties reasonably suspected to be proceeds of crime and 2 counts of concealment of properties reasonably suspected to be proceeds of crime, the commission is on it again, and this time it has gone for the former minister's wife, Nancy LUSAMBO.
The Anti-Corruption Commission has arrested and charged the wife to former Lusaka Province Minister, Mr. BOWMAN LUSAMBO, for being in possession of properties reasonably suspected to be proceeds of crime worth $378,000 US dollars. Mrs. LUSAMBO, 37, of Chamba Valley in Lusaka, has been charged with 4 counts of possession of property reasonably suspected to be proceeds of crime, contrary to Section 71, subsection 1 of the Forfeiture of Crimes Act number 19 of 2010. Details in the 4 counts are that on date unknown, but between 1st May 2015 and 31st December 2015 at Chongwe District of Lusaka Province of the Republic of Zambia.
However, the former minister has denied the allegations labeled against his partner and has challenged the commission to provide evidence of title deeds linking his wife to the said properties.
Has no property in her name in Silverest Gardens. You know, in Zambia, if the ownership of the property is a title deed. So we wait and see where the Anti-Corruption Commission are going to get that title deed to show to the world that my wife owns properties in the Silverest Gardens.
But when asked if he owns properties in the said area, Mr. LUSAMBO could not deny but says he has been a member of parliament for 5 years and that the allowances paid to him in the 5 years are enough to allow him buy properties.
A lot of money from parliament. The money which we get from parliament just as sitting allowance, 5 years, it's more than plus minus 5 million kwacha. And the money which they are talking about is the money which is not even there. As BOWMAN, I've been paying properties in Silverest Gardens. Those, the Silverest Garden management, they came to Parliament to advertise their properties. Northgate Gardens, they came to Parliament to advertise their properties.
And with regards to the status of his wife, Mr. LUSAMBO says she has been released and is home having some time to herself.
Yeah, she's at home. She's at home. She's enjoying in Shima and Impwa. You know, we are from Mpongwe. We enjoy in Shima and Impwa and dry fish. So she's at home. She's in a jovial mood because she's just wondering at Mr. Kainde Ichirema, this is how you do politics. I can assure you that me, I'm bulldozer and I will remain bulldozer.
Prudence Chota reporting for Camnet TV News.
Residents of Madras and KABWATA estate in KABWATA constituency have complained about what they have termed as severe noise pollution, which is produced by a cluster of clubs and nightclubs operating from the former KABWATA cash and carry areas locally known as KCC. In separate interviews, the residents allege that the bars and nightclubs operate outside stipulated hours, as they operate from 17 hours until 05 hours in the morning while playing loud music. Meanwhile, Lusaka City Council Town Clerk Mr. Alex Mwansa says the bars and nightclubs have been given up to Wednesday, 16th February 2022 to show up, because as to why legal action should not be taken against them, as an inspection conducted on Monday also revealed that most of them do not have liquor licenses.
Adherence to laid down operating hours for bars and nightclubs has been a challenge since the reduction in operating hours due to coronavirus restrictions. While showing a significant improvement in comparison to other months, the statistics of COVID-19 stand at 2,599 as of Tuesday, according to data from the Ministry of Health, necessitating the continued restrictions in operating hours for these businesses. Many bars and nightclubs have been cited for operating outside the given hours. The case of those operating at the former KABWATA Cash and Carry, locally known as KCC in KABWATA constituency. According to Lusaka Town Clerk Mr. Alex Mwansa, bars are only allowed to operate from 18 hours to 21 hours, while nightclubs from 18 hours up to 22:30. Residents of Madras and KABWATA estates living near KCC, however, allege that the cluster of bars and nightclubs that operate here do not follow guidelines and have also become a public nuisance due to noise pollution, as they play their speakers from outside and operate from 17 hours till 5 hours in the morning.
Despite the fact that we have put up some petitions which have gone to council, but they have reached the dead end. This is because maybe the reason best known to the management at the council. But at the same time, we are not saying that people should not do business here, but they should do it quietly and irrespective of other residents.
We have a lot of noise from their patrons. 02, 03, we don't sleep. Patrons keep passing here, insulting, others are fighting, so we don't sleep because of the same bars that are here. I think they don't close at the stipulated time. That is the main complaint that we have in this area. And I think these other flats, that's where they have that much noise pollution in Madras, because that's where the speakers are facing and the wind is blowing that direction.
They do not really follow the stipulated regulations as regards noise pollution, and so you'll find that the noise that they make goes unchecked most of the time. People drink and make noise at awkward times of the night, going up to 02. You would find that even the times when COVID regulations were in place, some of these drinking places were not following the regulations, and so people were still gathering and making the noise, disturbing people that would want to sleep after having a long day at work.
In an interview, Kamala Ward 5 Councillor Mr. Mainda Simata says his office, as well as that of the area member of parliament, has written to the Lusaka City Council on the same problem more than once.
As Kamala Councillor, I feel that we have people in the Lusaka City Council who, for reasons best known to themselves, do not want to enforce the provisions which allow them to even confiscate the license and even speakers of club owners who are not being compliant to the law. And so on my part, I've given the town clerk a 24-hour ultimatum in which he should send officers here on the ground to remind these people that playing loud music which is not in a soundproofed hall is not allowed. And furthermore, he should revoke the license of those that won't comply. If he does not do that, then tomorrow, myself as councillor, I'm going to get loud speakers and go and mount them at the town clerk's office and play loud music there so that perhaps he can understand what the people of Madras, Kamala and KABWATA are going through.
Meanwhile, in a phone interview, Lusaka Town Clerk Mr. Alex Mwansa has reviewed that an inspection of the premises was conducted on Monday, 14th February 2022, which reviewed that most of them were also operating in unsanitary conditions and did not have liquor licenses. He asked that the Office of the Public Health Director at the Lusaka City Council has given them up to 16th February 2022 to show cause on why legal action should not be taken against them. He has since urged other bar and nightclub owners to adhere to laid down guidelines, failure to which they will be visited by the law. Zipporah Mshala, Camnet News, Lusaka.
Former Zambia Police Copperbelt Province Deputy Commissioner Bothwell Namuswa has appeared before the Lusaka Magistrate Court for causing grievous harm with intent to injure. Mr. Namuswa is alleged to have shot at a United Party for National Development supporter, Peter Masani, on 15th December 2016 at the Lusaka High Court premises, and the victim is alleged to still be living with a bullet stuck in his body. He has been charged with one count of causing grievous harm with intent to disfigure or disable contrary to Section 224A of the Penal Code Chapter 87 of the Laws of Zambia.
Almost 7 years after an alleged shooting incident occurred at the Lusaka's High Court ground that left a United Party for National Development sympathizer, Peter Maseni, nearly disfigured, Former Zambia Police Copperbelt Province Deputy Commissioner Bothwell Namuswa, accused of causing grievous harm to the said 39-year-old complainant of Lusaka's Kanyama compound, made his first court appearance before the Lusaka's Magistrate Court Tuesday morning. In 2021, in December, the police announced that they had arrested and charged Mr. Namuswa. This came almost 7 years down the line when the alleged incident had occurred. The accused, who appeared before Lusaka Magistrate Sheila Mweni for explanation of the charge, has been slapped with one count of causing grievous harm with intent to disfigure or disable, contrary to Section 224, subsection A of the Penal Code, Chapter 87 of the Laws of Zambia. The accused is alleged to have committed the offense on the 15th of December 2016, when Maseni was at the court premises for a court hearing. The former Deputy Police Commissioner is expected to appear before court on the 24th of February 2022 for mention awaiting certificate of committal from the Director of Public Prosecutions to have his case referred to the High Court for trial proceedings. Miriam Kaimba, reporting for Camnet TV News.
Well, that news item brings us to the end of Camnet TV Media News, but before we go, here are the headlines once again. BOWMAN LUSAMBO defends his wife from corruption allegations. Noise pollution annoys KABWATA residents. Thank you for watching. I am Precious Mzea Sakaleji. Good afternoon.